The organizers of what promises to be the biggest music fest of 2016 have shared a sneak peek of the much talked about show. In a bid to give people an idea of what the fest would entail, they held a press conference recently. In attendance were Banky W, Tiwa Savage, Cobams Asukwo, Sound Sultan and Sheun Kuti. And yes, HipTv in our usual fashion was there to bring you the moments. Let's check it out.
I just want to say that this is very much not just a Nigerian thing, it's an African thing. Of course, there are, a lot of Nigerian artists on the bill because Polo is here and we're all here and we're going to make this work together. But it's important to note that it's not just Nigerian artists. We have Stone Boy from Ghana, we have Shatta Wale, we have Mafi Kuzolo, we have Diamond Platinums, and there will be more acts to be announced. It's very much a one Africa movement.
There are people who have put up posts on Instagram, on Twitter, and they've gotten responses from their favorite artists. So while there's all the mechanisms being activated to get this thing to happen in America and to get people to know, it's still in your hands to put it out there. You have friends, cousins, uncles, aunties, all kinds of people who are listening to you and watching the African social media space. So please talk about it. Don't stop talking about it. That is one of the greatest mechanisms that we have right now. So let's use it.
Talented music producer Cobams Asukwo saw this as an opportunity to urge artists to lend their voices in support of the Bring Back the Missing Chibok Girls campaign.
It's something that we've talked about, but because of hustle and streets and being out there, we've kind of moved on, and it's no longer taking, we've moved it somehow to the back burner in our minds. And that's the issue of bringing back our girls. It doesn't resonate with everyone because sometimes it's hard to equate it to the money that enters your pocket. But if you have a sister or you have a cousin or a niece or someone who's directly associated with this, then it would burn you, like you would feel it, up until this moment. There are people who are feeling it. It's not good for our nation. It's not, the most credible thing to happen to us as a people. And one of the things that this Music Fest is doing is bringing up that conversation to say it's not enough that we should talk about it and just sort of let it rest there. We as a people need to use this opportunity to make a statement that we want our girls brought back. We want this issue addressed once and for all. We cannot be complacent about this as a people. We have cousins, sisters, mothers to be, people who will shape our future, who will guide, who will shape our nation, who are part of this situation. And it is absolutely wrong. And so if we have this opportunity, it's important to us to make a strong statement with it. We're writing one of the biggest songs on the planet, and we're going to feature people who are performing at the One Music Fest. And it's going to be amazing, but more than just an amazing, emotional, tear-jerking, whatever you want to call it, song. It's a statement to say that, look, this thing has gone on for nearly 2 years now, over 2 years now. We need to do something about it. These people are still important to us.
Here are more highlights from the conference. Enjoy.
Someone said to me that when the world gives you 15 minutes, what are you going to do in those 15 minutes? So this is literally our 15 minutes as Africans to show the world what we have, and it's up to us to do that.
It's history in the making, and I was telling a friend of mine who stays in the States about to rock Barclays Center, and he was like, what? He said a lot of big acts in the States have never even performed at Barclays Center, and Africa is about to do that. We're about to shut it down, and I'm mad excited, and I look forward to that day. Okay.
Like I've always said, man, this is Africa going to the world. Attention is always on the United States. The Big Apple is a Big Apple. When they call somewhere the Big Apple, you should know that that is one of the most industrial states in the United States. And when you talk about the center of the Big Apple, you're talking about Brooklyn. And where is Barclays Center? That is where it is. So that means we are going to the world. Just well put. Africa is going to the world. I'm super excited that Polo has decided to break bank for this. He's a very brave man. He's a very, a very futuristic fellow.
Well, for me, this is the first time the bill is exclusively African and African artists in the diaspora, bringing together African art, culture, dance, music to one roof and trying to create this new vibe.
And there's nothing left for you to expect, but what I can say is expect a lot of excitement, a lot of surprises, and a lot of major African acts. Like if you can see on the bill already, we have the biggest.